Hi, good day to you from wherever you are today. I'm so excited to be back here explaining some of the modules to us again. So we had 2 weeks stretch of financial analysis, trying to learn how to properly position our company and our finances to be profitable. We looked at cash flow, we looked at profit and loss table, we looked at revenue model, capex, opex, everything was covered in the course of 2 weeks. And I'm happy to be back here today to cover a new topic, and I'm sure you're excited. And I'm pretty much excited today because today's topic is something I'm really passionate about, and it's something I'm even currently doing at AAJ Express, and that is marketing. So I'll call it strategic marketing management. And what do you understand by marketing? First, there's a lot of issues between sales and marketing. A lot of people think that sales is the same as marketing. We've had to correct that over and over again. And it starts with the misconception that those that you send out to go and maybe talk about your business, get people to buy it, we call them marketers. In the real sense of it, those people are salespersons. So those people that stay back at the office or go on field work, and all they do is to gather data, gather insights on what the company should do for long-term longevity, long-term success, long-term productivity. Those are the real marketers. So let's define what marketing is. Marketing analysis is the process of collecting, evaluating, and interpreting data related to various aspects of a company's marketing environment. It forms the basis for making informed decisions and developing effective marketing strategies. Now that we have defined what a marketing analysis is, now let's look at the things, the elements that makes a robust marketing plan. So the first is company analysis. The second is collaborative analysis. The third, competitive analysis. And the final one, which is consumer or customer analysis. Here, there are 4 C's. So let's look at the first one, company analysis. This involves evaluating the internal factors of a company, such as its mission, vision, values, strengths, weaknesses, resources, and capabilities. This analysis helps in identifying the company's unique selling proposition and areas where it can gain a competitive advantage. So you have to look deep down into your company and check what are your strengths. What are the things you have that a lot of companies do not have? Is it your efficient processes? Is it your kind of network? What do you have that you can use? There's nobody that is without options or without a strength. So find your strength and use this as a leverage. The next is collaborative analysis. Collaborators are partners, suppliers, distributors, and other entities that work with the company. Analyzing collaborators help assess their value, alignment with the company's goals, and the potential for mutually beneficial relationships. Suppliers are very important to your company. Just take a wide imagination. Look at an example of a cereal, maybe like a cornflakes, take for example. Imagine that there are no maize suppliers, there are no farmers that will supply them maize. What will be their production like? That's how important suppliers are to business owners. So you need to take a good stand with your suppliers. I would not advise anybody to use just one supplier because there can be any issue at any point in time with a supplier. So have multiple, not too much, so that your quality do not vary a lot. Because if you have different suppliers, you have different output. How do I mean? The maize farmer A will bring will be different from the maize farmer B will bring. And when you have varying input, you have varying output, which can affect how your consumers perceive you. So it's good to have like maybe 3 suppliers that will be consistent and have a good relationship with them. The next is competitive analysis. It involves studying competitors in the market, their strengths, their weaknesses, their strategies, and positioning. It provides insights into the competitive landscape and helps in identifying opportunities and threats. The main pointer of your success and even failures is resting on your competitors. Some of them have gone ahead of you, some of them are in different verticals, some of them are doing different things in the industry. How you perceive them how you understand what they are doing, how you see their strategies, their implementations, their projects. Whatever they do is a pointer to what you should be doing or what you should not do. Because in some cases, they do things that will make maybe later boomerang. So it's good to be a student of experience, but not your experience, other people's experience. So it means if you are in a particular industry, you must be actively involved to understand what is going on in that industry. It could be by primary contact, as you having your competitors as maybe friends or partners, or just even being in the space with them. You have knowledge of what's going on, or by reading so much about them. And that's why some companies pay a lot to poach a manager from a competitive brand. Why? Because it's bringing wealth of knowledge and wealth of things not to do to the new company. That's how much you need to take your competitors very seriously. The last but not the least is consumer analysis. Understanding the target customer segments, their needs, behaviors, demographics, and buying patterns is crucial. Customer analysis enables tailoring marketing strategies to meet customer demand effectively. There are different ways of segmenting customers. There's age, which is part of demographics. There's maybe culture, there's tribe, there's places they live, their income. There's so many ways. Of course, you can classify those things into demographics and psychographics. There's customer need, behavioral patterns, and so many other things to consider in tailoring your marketing strategies to a particular customer. Let's take, for example, you're trying to sell a drink, a fuzzy drink. If you want to market it to millennials or to the baby boomers who are more elderly, the strategies you will use will be different from when you're marketing to a Gen Z. To a baby boomer, you can use your television, can use regular adverts. They would buy, they will see it as a new thing. But for Gen Z, the first thing you need to even consider before you can even sell that product is the packaging. How does it look? Then who are those that are drinking it that could validate, their passion or their love for it? Take, for example, an influencer takes that same bottle of drink. It's going to bring a ripple effect and have many Gen Zs following after that suit. So you need to check, who are your customers? How can you attract them? Where are they? What platforms do they use? What kind of tone should you address and approach them with? And I'm sure you'll be on the right path. Why is it important to have your marketing analysis? The first, it informs proper decision making. It provides accurate and relevant information to make informed decisions. Without analysis, decisions are based on assumptions rather than data. The second is resource allocation. Analysis helps allocate resources efficiently by identifying areas of strength, opportunities for growth. Third is risk mitigation. By identifying weaknesses and threats, analysis enables companies to develop strategies to mitigate risk. The fourth and the final one is strategic management and implementation. Analysis forms the foundation for strategy development. It guides the creation of plans that align with market realities and company strengths. What are the types of marketing analysis? The first is your SWOT, which stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. And if you remember clearly, we said strength and weaknesses are internal factors, while opportunity and threats are for external factors. I don't know if you remember from our strategy analysis class. Why is this important? You need to look inward, look within. What can we do that will be different from other customers? You need to first look inward and see, what am I doing that will give you an edge over people that do the same things? That's competitors. That will help your marketing. You don't have to do the same marketing strategy that a lot of companies in your industry are doing. You can niche. And this is informed by your SWOT analysis. The next is market segmentation. Of course, I said demographics, which is things around your natural life, while psychographics are like interest you take in things. So you need to check the demographics and psychographics of your target audience. The next is competitor benchmarking. You see on the screen, where you can compare your company's performance against competitors to identify areas of improvement. The final one is customer profiling. Who is your ideal customer persona? Who is that person most likely to come into your space? How old is that person? What does the person like? Is the person a male or a female? Put all of these things together, and that's your ideal customer persona, and work with that in your marketing plan and budget.